Today I'm sharing 5 beauty hacks that will change your life. Now, trust me, some of them are going to seem a little bit random, but they have significantly changed my life, and I felt that I had to share them with you. If you don't know me, my name is Angelica. I post videos twice a week, every single week, with some shorts and lifestyle content in between, but it's mostly hair and beauty. So if that seems interesting, consider subscribing. The subscription button is right down there, as well as the bell icon. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every time I post. The first beauty hack that will change your life is oiling your ends every single day. Now, the oil doesn't really matter, but I would suggest using a more silicone-y oil simply because natural oils have a higher water content, and sometimes when you put them on the end, despite it making your hair feel nice, it can attract too much moisture, and the water that's in the oil can make your hair sort of frizz up, which can actually cause a little bit more tangles and split ends. So I prefer using an oil that feels a little bit more like a serum, and usually oils that feel a little bit more like serums contain silicones. So if you hate silicones, then maybe go for an oil that's naturally less watery, like camellia oil. But if I would suggest a specific oil, it would be the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. I've been using this oil for years now. Well, going on 2 years. I absolutely love this oil. I actually use it on my ends every single day, and it's made a massive difference to my hair length, the health, the split ends, the smoothness, the shine, everything. This is just like a do-it-all oil. Other oils that really work really well are the Moroccan oil one, although that one would be for specific people that have like medium density to high density or thick hair. Anyone who have like super fine hair, I've never tried it, but from what I've heard, Moroccan oil can be slightly heavy, so you might want to stay away from that one. One oil that I would suggest that would work across the board for thick hair to thin hair would be the Olaplex oil. Now, if you're looking for a drugstore oil that's similar, I believe L'Oreal has something similar to this. Almost any of the oils from the range by OGX. They have the coconut one, the argan one. From what I see, it's just kind of the smells that are different. The oils are very, very similar. This next one is not just to sleep with a bonnet on. I'm very happy that now across the board everybody's using bonnets and seeing the benefits of bonnets, whether you have straight hair or curly hair. But what I'm not seeing is about the kind of bonnet that you should wear. A lot of people wear like the edges are basically pleated, and if the elastic band is like very thin and tight on your hairline, it can actually cause a lot of friction and end up making you lose hair, making you have like a sore, sort of tender hairline. And just in general, it's not that great for the health of the hair or comfortable. So I suggest when you use a bonnet, of course, it should be satin or silk. But these are the ones I use. They're always like super nice and soft. They feel really nice. They have bigger versions. I will link the exact one that I get. I always forget what it's called. I think it's called Stay On. These are the only bonnets that I use, and yeah, they do stay on. It doesn't fall off. You can see the pleating is very minimal, even on the inside. But also, look for a bonnet that has a flat edge, like so. It's nice and stretchy, but the edge is flat. It's not like this, sort of pleated, because the pleats can cause unnecessary friction on your hair. So if you're looking for something that's extremely comfortable, or you've slept with a bonnet on before and you felt like it was very uncomfortable, try something with a flat edge like this, and you notice that it makes you feel so much better. And also make sure that the entire bonnet is the same material. Like, don't have a cotton edge that will suck all the moisture out of your hairline and then the rest of this part is silk. Like, have it all be the same material. The next beauty hack that will change your life, and that has significantly changed my life, is using glycolic acid in my armpits or anywhere where I have ingrown hairs or hyperpigmentation. Now, I feel like this has been talked about quite a bit, but not that much, and I think it should be talked about more. Now, you don't have to use this specific one from The Ordinary. I'm sure there's other similar ones. It's just that this one seems to be the most affordable and effective combination. So you can use this on a cotton pad, or you can use it in a spray bottle, which is what I prefer because it just spreads much easier. So after I shave my armpits, not immediately because I feel like my armpits could be a little bit sensitive, I still use a different lotion. I don't have it on me right now, but it's from Good Molecules. I really like that because while it treats hyperpigmentation, It is also very gentle and soothing at the same time. So as soon as I shave my armpits, I can put it on and it feels perfectly fine and soothing. But as the days go on, I like to spray glycolic acid in my armpits because not only does it help lift hyperpigmentation and prevent ingrown hairs, it also kills the bacteria that causes body odor, and so it's also like a deodorant, and so it helps with body odor. So I like to spray it in my armpits. I also spray it on my chest because I am prone to getting a tan, like sun damage on this area. So when I spray it, it helps even out the tone. And then anywhere where I might just be prone to like ingrown hairs, I will spray it there too. So like the back of my thighs, I think that sometimes I get breakouts on the back of my thighs because of going to the gym. The sweat that stays in your workout pants can actually cause a little bit of breakouts. Also on your back, if you get back knee, maybe from hair products running down your back or just whatever reason, this can help. And if you put it in a spray bottle, you can just spray it all over your back easily and it will help with that. And you can also use products that already incorporate glycolic acid in them, like the Naturium shower gel. And I think there's also a lotion that I really want to try, but they're quite expensive, and I do have quite a few body lotions, so I want to finish everything I have first. You can also use salicylic acid, but I think that glycolic acid is a little bit more versatile and more gentle for everyone to use. This next hack is not necessarily a hack, it's more of a reminder of a product that you should be using, and this is Tretinoin. This is the one I use. I get it from my local pharmacy. Sometimes you need a prescription. Luckily, I don't need a prescription where I am, so I just get it from a local pharmacy. You can just choose the one that you like the formulation of better. I like the Johnson & Johnson one, but I haven't found it recently, but this has the exact same formulation of the Johnson & Johnson one. I use 0.05%, but if you're starting out, I would suggest you start with the 0.025. Only use it once a week and then build up to 3 times a week, and then you can just stay there, which is how I use this one. I'm now on the 0.05, and this is the #1 anti-aging treatment, and you need a pea-sized amount. A little goes a long way, and it lasts me for ages, like months and months. This is the #1 anti-aging treatment across the board, regardless of anything that you buy in the drugstore or K-Beauty. All the products. I just did a K-Beauty haul recently. I'll link it at the end of this video, and I got a bunch of products, but this is something that I will still always use because it is the most effective. Once you hit like 25, for some people it may be a little bit earlier, maybe 23, your skin cells don't turn over as quickly, which is why you might notice that if you have like a little dark spot, it might take a lot longer to fade, or you might start getting fine lines and wrinkles because your skin is just not renewing itself as quickly. And so this increases the cell turnover so that your skin is renewing itself quicker. It helps fade fine lines, hyperpigmentation. It even helps prevent acne. So this is just a powerhouse product. You don't only need to use it on your face, you can use it on your neck, on your chest, on your hands, anywhere where you may get wrinkles or fine lines. I would only recommend this to people that are like 25 and above. Again, if you start to notice like fine lines and wrinkles and you're maybe like 23, 22, that's fine as well. But anytime before that, it is completely unnecessary because your skin turnover is still very fast. You don't need tretinoin unless your pharmacist or health professional prescribes it to you, maybe for other reasons like acne. This is the most underrated hack, and I think that more people should be talking about it. And every time I tell someone about this, they're always like, oh my God, I had no idea. Why didn't I think about that before? This is so smart. I have been doing this for years, okay? And this is regulating the timing of when I use my sunscreen based on my weather app, okay? So, by the way, if you use tretinoin on any part of your body, face, body, it will make your skin more sensitive to sunlight. The same thing with glycolic acid. So, I'm mentioning this because when you use these products, you should always use sunscreen, even though you should be using sunscreen every day, regardless of what you're using. But if you don't use it every day, at least use it on the days when you use tretinoin and glycolic acid. Even if you used it the night before, the next morning your skin will still be more sensitive to sunlight. You should be using a sunscreen. Now, here's the thing. If you are leaving the house, let's say you're driving somewhere, like I go to the gym a lot around 6 a.m., and I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going at 6, I'm going to be back by 8 a.m. I don't need to wear sunscreen. Also, sometimes I may be like, oh, I feel so tired. Like today after filming, I've been filming so much content. I know I'm going to be really tired. It's almost 3 p.m. right now, and I know that between 3 and 4 p.m. at some point, I'm going to be able to wash my face and I can do my whole evening skincare routine, and I don't have to worry about wearing sunscreen even though the sun is out. And that is where my weather app comes in. All you need to do is look at your UV rays. The UV rays are what cause severe damage to your skin. If the UV rays are 3 or anything below that, you don't need sunscreen. It's not going to cause any damage to your skin. But if it is 3 and above, you need to use sunscreen. Even if it's 7 a.m., the UV rays in your area are above 3, you're going to want to use sunscreen. And if it's 6 p.m. and the UV rays are still above 3, which is very rare, but I don't know where you live, if the UV rays are above 3, it is still too late. But where I am, usually by between 3 and 4 p.m., the UV rays are below. So let me show you how to find it. What you want to do is scroll to the bottom until you reach where it says UV index. So can you see that? Right now, the UV index is 6, which is still high. And it even says use sun protection until 4 p.m. So sometimes even by 3 p.m., it's already at 3. At 4 p.m., the sun is only going to be going further down. So I don't have to worry about, oh, what about at 4 p.m. and then 5 p.m. and 6 p.m.? How is the sun going to move? When the sun is going down, it's going to continue going down. So once it hits 4 p.m., you can get your sunscreen off your face and you'll be safe. But in the morning, the sun is continuously rising. So you need to see how fast the UV rays rise as well, because here the UV index is ridiculously high. Like here's the graph of how the UV rays have been during the whole day. In most places it only reaches like 7, which is like very high, but here the UV rays even reach 11, like the highest possible UV rays that you can get. In the morning, you can see where it starts from low and then goes up to moderate. And so the higher the number, the higher the damage that this can cause to your skin. Also, in certain areas where you barely have any sun in your winters and the UV index only reaches 3, I'm not gonna lie, you can get away with not wearing sunscreen for a couple days. Let me know what your favorite hack was in this video, and if you know any other hacks that I didn't mention in this video, let us know in the comment section below. Let me know if you want more beauty hacks, because there's a lot more where this came from. Thank you so much for watching. Hit my face right there to subscribe if you didn't in the beginning, and watch this video right here for something different. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!